Okay, hi everybody. Anybody who's here. Let me get a YouTube chat. Bear with me a minute. All right, where'd it go? There we go. All right, today I'm going to work on the last page in the scavenger hunt. I'm done. Hey, freak. How are you, Rachel? Oh, is she freak? So we get a pop-out chat. Here we go. All right. Hi, View. Hi, Linda. Hi, Tim. Hi, Flo. Hi, Terry. Hi, Dee Dee. Okay, we got people coming in. Thumbs up when you come in, if you don't mind. It helps. All right. Hey, Artie Dar. Terry, you are killing Dee Dee's prompts. Did you get 3 more this morning? I'll look for your art later today. I haven't done my second ones yet. I can't even remember what they are. Ugh, I was going to work on them this weekend. Okay, my last ones were 3 colors, shark, and Tibet. And I have thought about it. I just don't have a real concrete idea yet. So, yeah. Hey, Joelle. Hi, Anne. Anybody I've missed? So I got Happy Mail right before I came on today. So it's been already a good day, just got better. Hey, Dorothy. Oh, you just got it, Dee Dee. Yay. Hi, Pam. That was the zine of the pumpkin in Peru. You finished it, Anne? Let me see. Are you on the list? Dee Dee asked this morning, and I said I thought I had 20. I actually have 21. So, and they're finished. We'll get her on the list. And the way I'll do that is however many people I end up on the list, I'll just put that number into random.org and the winning number wins. So it should be completely fair to everybody. Hey, Tori. So put me in, coach. You finished too, Artie Dar? It seems like I had you, Artie Dar. Maybe I don't. I do not. We'll get Artie Dar on the list. So we got 23 now. Now, how many of you have actually finished the full 100? Because you only needed 90 to finish. Tori, did I say hi? Hi. Hi, Christopher. I love watching you draw, Christopher, and your voice. You're so good just to art and have you in the background, and then occasionally jump in with some snark or something. But today I'm actually finishing the last prompt. I did all 100 this year. And I'm not going to, you did 96? Okay, Terry Brett did 100. He has a chill voice for sure. He does. He could do like the guy in Hawaii that reads the books. He could do that too. I would listen to him read me a book. And did all 100. Artie Dard did 100. But good, you guys. Damn, Edwin, yeah. And you know, of all the notifications that I get, because YouTube jacks me around with notifications all the time, the one that I consistently get is Edwin. Hey, Devin. Go do your errands and then come back into chat because I need your bossy butt today. Okay, you did 198. I think I put both of you on here. I got Linda and yeah, I put you each on here. So it would depend on the book. Edwin always chooses great books. Hey, K-Berg. Yeah, follow Edwin. even if you're just like arting by yourself and you want something in the background you're not really having to pay attention to, Edwin is really the best. And you get to read a book. Hi, Missy. I really wanted to do it, but there's so many that I didn't know. I didn't think I would have enough. Well, Missy, the fact that you even tried, I think, is in your favor. Yeah, and Elrod draws why he reads. Yep, it's a good stream. So yeah, we've got 23 people. So you've got the rest of this week. I won't do the drawing until next Monday, and I'll do it, a few minutes in. So if anybody gets finished and wants me to get them on the list, I'll give you one last chance next Monday. And then this weekend, well, let me show you my Happy Mail first because I got Happy Mail from Z, which was totally unexpected. Z is really, if you don't know Zandra, um, she really is just so thoughtful. Just she's the best. But I have a whole list of best. And the funny thing is, this folder that she sent this stuff in, I have these same folders. So now I'm wondering, did I send this to Z? And it came back to me. So Z was in the mood to send out Happy Mail. So obviously I like the folders because I bought them. She sent me this piece of ribbon that has little monkeys with hearts. Z knows me. Some napkins, butterflies, shamrocks, watercolor flowers. You're the rabbit. I should put this in my beast and just enjoy a little Happy Meal. Z, I like the raccoon. And then check out these monkey stickers. Keep going, Rachel. I know, aren't they the best monkeys? And they're dimensional. So one of these will definitely end up in the scavenger hunt book, even though monkeys is no prompt. You know what? I should put monkeys in every year just because there really is nothing better than a monkey. And that monkey, Dee Dee, on the box of one of your postcards this morning, which was insane. I'm going to cut out the raccoon right now. That monkey on the front of it is what I felt like when I was clutching so long. I thought I was going to die. I almost did die. And if I did die, I'd send Robert to you and you'd have to feed him and wash the floors. He walks dirt in all over your house. Okay, I have another thing to show too. Remember, I've been bitching. No, I always bitch, but I've lately been bitching exclusively about my cutter bee scissors. Well, that crazy Tina sent me a new pair, and they're the Teflon coated ones. So I should have used that to fussy cut that. But anyway, Tina, thank you. You don't have to do that. Believe me, the cutter bee scissors are going to show up. They really are. Oh my God, Dee Dee, if you had thrown those all into a pile, I swear to God, I think I would have gotten in my car, driven to Georgia to separate them all back out for you. I'm pretty sure I would have done that. Hi, Barbara Clark. I might have missed somebody. Hi, other Janet. All right, I think I've got everybody. So anyway, yeah, thank you, Tina. Thank you, Z. You guys are so thoughtful. And another announcement before I forget, Devin is going to stream at 5 o'clock Eastern tonight on her channel, and it's Devin Rex for Art. And Shelly is going to appear with her, and she's going to show her scavenger hunt. So I normally have plans at 4 p.m. Well, it's 4 p.m. my time. I will make every effort to get over there because I want to see what Shelly did. And what else? I'll show you guys what I've been doing in my, you guys know I switched to a new beast this year. I've gone with a traveler's notebook size, and I have to say I'm comfortable in it. Well, the cool thing about that, Joelle, is if you can't make the live stream, it's always recorded for you. So you can go back and watch later and leave comments and stuff. Oh my God, it would have been a meltdown, Rachel. Anyway, so yeah, this is just my daily beast that I do whatever in. And you can tell sometimes I don't get much done in it, but I've gotten back into Zentangling when I don't have flip the book, my entire scavenger hunt book, Dee Dee. Okay, I will. Anyway, so I've been doing some more Zentangle. These are all the stamps that I sent to Dee Dee. Testing out my new Tombow watercolor pens, which I ended up, I'm liking them okay. So, but I wanted to show you this. This Zentangle, isn't that cool? And I'm not a fan of colored Zentangle, but I do like this one. So I did that in between doing laundry this weekend. So I think I've fit into the new traveler's notebook size pretty good. And Scooby, I don't know if you watch anymore, but happy belated birthday. Scooby's birthday was the other day. So I don't know, I'm getting the itch to do more Zentangle again. And I've got to start a new one for April. I actually have started it. I just need to get it all set up. So there's that. And trash. And I'll pull out the scavenger hunt book. Here we go. I might have to show the box too. Well, here's the book out of the box because I've been doing the Zentangle. So I have the book out of the box, and I went out and found another couple. And when Devin tells me, I'll start putting more prompts up. Okay, Barbara says she's itching for more Zentangles. Okay. Yeah, so I did add a new one. I don't remember which one, but I found another cool one. And you know, some of the ones I have in this book, when I went back to look them up on tanglepatterns.com, they're not there anymore. I'm trying the ones you see on the reels you get on Facebook. Okay, there's some on Instagram as well. I'll show the Zentangle box. So yeah, I've been leaving this out so I can just grab a pattern and draw it again. And I actually did some in my scavenger hunt book. Dee Dee loves this stupid box. I should make her one and send it. She won't do it though. So I can't make Dee Dee one. This is the awesome box. I've done a couple awesome things in my life. Maybe more than a couple. But I have to say, this box is one of the awesome things. You like the smaller beast? You just started Zentangles 2 days ago. Oh, Rachel. I know you don't, Dee Dee. But you like the box, and I like the box. So each one of these cards, I've said it before, each one of these cards is just a step out of how to draw the design, and then they're alphabetized in here. And then some of them that I really like, I do a whole card just to show what it can look like when it's completed. And they're usually mounted on black, so I can find them pretty easy. And then I made myself, Rachel, if you haven't done this, if you're going to start collecting these, if you don't want to do it yourself, I'll do it for you, but make yourself a little template so you can draw the boxes really easy. I have a 4 square and a 6 square. And then some of them you don't even need a step out card for because they're just so easy. Any dumbass can do those. You want to hear a funny thing about dumbass? I've told it before, but it's so funny. I made Christmas cookies one year, just and this was shortly after I moved away from home, and I was going to take some Christmas cookies to work. And so I made like a double batch of cut out Christmas cookies, got them all cut out and everything decorated. And I tasted one, and it tasted really bad. And I called my mother and I said, "These taste horrible. What the heck?" And she said, "Well, tell me what you did." So I told her, because I repeated the recipe that she had given me. And she said, "Well, how much sugar did you put in?" And I said, "Well, you didn't tell me to." And she said, "Well, I thought any dumbass would know that." So that's my mother for you. Hi, Joan. I hope I haven't missed anybody. Well, you don't have to start with the big box. You can start with the little box. Like this one. This is a little version of the big box. Only this has zines in it. I'm going to make a different zine box, though. You have a vintage photo book, cabinet card book. What now? Oh, Dee Dee would have to have a cabinet for her ATC cards. But yeah, just make a little box like this. And if you guys don't know how to do that, some stream, I'll show you how to concoct a box and decorate it. This outside of this box is actually just wallpaper. And then I designed a place for the little book to fit in down there. Lid goes on and it sits on the shelf all nice and tidy. And believe me, it's you need a zine box. Okay, Dee Dee. On my note that I need to come up with zine boxes. That will get done. But yeah, I would show you how to start from scratch and create a box. Yeah, I mean, before that box, literally all I had was some chipboard and an idea. I didn't start with a pre-made box or anything like that. It's all from scratch. That's a good idea too, Kathy Berg. I'm such an overachiever. Do you know what, Rachel? I have a shirt with Bart Simpson on it that says overachiever on it. And I know I got it in Breckenridge when I took one of my bosses up in the mountains of Colorado. So you know how old that shirt is. It's freaking old. I still love it though. Because I like to think of myself as an overachiever. Hi, Sharon. All right, so you guys know this is the last week of Scavenger Hunt. So y'all need to start making notes for what we're doing on the list for next year. One thing that will be on next year, because I'm going to learn this if it kills me, is Smack and Dragon. You're going to have to do a Smack and Dragon page for next year. So, yeah. So this is the book, and I did finally bind it. I did get the elastic on all the pages, and I got the paper beads on there. And then I don't remember if you sent me these shrinky dink little charms. I was going through some of my stuff, and I ran across them, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to put those on the Scavenger Hunt book. So whoever sent me the little shrinky dink charms, they are getting used. And the book is put together because there will be no more signatures. So this is it. I've got only one prompt. And I'll go over this more thoroughly next Monday. So the only prompt I have left is favorite school subject. And I'm doing that today. And it's going to be pretty simple, I think, actually. Yeah, they are cute shrinky dinks. And I actually have some shrinky dink around here. I just never think to use it. But for rubber stamps, they're awesome. All right, I'll just flip through it today, and then next week I'll tell you what's on each of the pages. So here we go. Let me come down a little bit. Like I won't take the inserts out and stuff like that. The monsters. This was the first page I did this year. Did they have a class in ruler? No. Somebody needs one though, because some of you people can't get shit straight, even with a ruler. Just saying. Hi, Bishop. This was an early on page too. Pinocchio emoji. Coupon. This coupon is good for one complete truth. Present this coupon to a known liar to receive a truthful statement on any subject. Good on the 6th Thursday of any month. This was a fun page. This is where Bossy Butt got her nickname. She was really bossy that day, but boy, I sure appreciated her. And here's my hidden message. Love me some bossy Devin. That came from that page that day. I did this one early on. This has a bunch of prompts shoved in it. I think I could have done the whole scavenger hunt on this page, but yeah, I'll read the letter and all that next Monday. Newspaper, origami. This was my mandala. Hi, Chris. Hi, Pamela. God dang, that camera is really crooked. Let me see if I can get that more straight for you guys. I probably just made it worse. No, I fixed it. Yay me. Okay, Chris, are you on the list? Let me make sure you're on the list. Because after I put you down, I can't really. Oh, yep, I've got you. You're like number 3, 4. This is actually one of my very favorite pages, and I made a duplicate one, and now it hangs on my wall right in front of me. I love this page. Thanks, Flo. Hi, by the way. Bishop, are you on the list? Yes, ma'am, you're number 5. I fixed. Okay, I'm looking at the same thing you guys are looking at, I thought. All right, time out. We can't have Rachel upset, so let's try that. Is that better, Rachel? I can't have your panties in a wad over there, because I'm sure I'll do something later that will only wad them up more, so. Even worse? Oh my God, get out of here, Rachel. I'm looking. And is your mic close to you? Yes, my mic is practically in my lap, Dee Dee. Is it breaking up again? Well, we're correcting. Yeah, I'll just throw out all the corrections, complaints. Janet, let me check. No, I want you guys saying something. Yes, Janet, you are on the list. A bit terrible. Okay, if it's not terrible, we're not going to worry about it. This was the cluster gallery. This was a crazy page because I had no clue what I was doing. But now that it's done, I like it. And then this is also the decorated paper clip. So that can just fit up there on the corner. I still have no clue what the hell you do with clusters, but when they're in a cluster gallery like this, I guess they're okay, right? This, I don't remember, but I think the serving size on this of 4 is ridiculous. This was mine back of vegetable and veggie stickers. Ooh, how'd that happen? We'll have to fix that. I don't like that. This was coffee page. I don't know. I've got all the prompts written down somewhere. This was draw your day when I cleaned the ceilings. This was my, pick your choice. Because Dee Dee sent me the cool coloring book of cats. This is Koi Boy Thongs. Feel manly, waterproof, 1-800-YOUR-THONG. Do more with less. He's supposed to be a paper doll, but he's not. And then also the business card for Koi Boy thongs. This was a planner page from February. My book's coming apart. This was junk mail, autographs, ransom note. It was everything. And this I did last week. This was one of the children's books and a train. So I won't read all that because you'll see it. This was other food packaging and leaves because I couldn't remember putting leaves in anywhere. So, okay, those of you guys who like Ghirardelli chocolates, you guys, there's something wrong with me because these were horrible. I'm just saying, if you want milk chocolate and caramel, there's some good candy out there. These are not them. But I like the packaging, and I'd saved it mostly because it was foil. But then I did the little doodles with that gold ink that Dee Dee made me buy and a dip pen. So that was kind of fun to do that. And now here we are today. So I'll take these 2 pages out because they're the next ones, and then I'm done. I am done, but I'm going to add a couple more things just because I already had them prepared. So, yeah. So these are the 2 pages that I'll be working on. And I probably, well, you know what? I can just turn this inside out and have 2 white backgrounds. There you go. That's what you do. Okay, so what horrible chocolate? Not possible. Hey, Kat. I agree, Kat, because I'm not a huge chocolate lover, but I don't know if I had a choice between Ghirardelli caramels and others. I wouldn't pick the Ghirardelli. Just you often buy food for the packaging. Rachel, sometimes you should just keep things to yourself. No, I have to say that some products I do buy because I do like their packaging. There's certain companies that are just amazing at packaging. And those are things that women buy because men don't care. But women, all about the packaging. All right, so my favorite school subject, which is what I'm going to work on today, I don't really have an idea. That's why you guys are here, because you're going to help me walk through it, except that I did pull out of a Mary Engelbright calendar, which I love me some Mary Engelbright. And my favorite school subject was reading or literature or anything. I always loved it. I loved it when I was little, and I loved it right up until high school. I loved writing the reports. There was nothing about literature that I didn't love. And I could ditch school, but I never missed that. And another one I never missed that I would never ditch was history. I loved history. Okay, Devin, you're here. So when I saw this image, and I want to use the Mary Engelbright calendars that I have, I bought them at the $3 sale price, and Dee Dee sent me one this year. And I think I've got to start using those. So I may end up just doing a Mary Engelbright journal or something where I kind of capture it all in one. But for this particular page, it's going in for my favorite school subject. So my pages are a half a page because I've been doing double page spreads. These are 5 1/4. So I did some measuring, and between the corners of her room here are just slightly over that. So I think I'm going to use that as my edge. Oh, my books would have been in neat piles, absolutely. Even when I was little, I had a bookshelf in my room, always. And that was the one thing I don't think Mom ever squabbled about. My mom and I fought about clothes, OMG, but she never squabbled about buying a book. Yes, this is a professional ruler. This is actually a type gauge because I was in printing. So I've had this, I don't know, probably since I was in college, maybe. It just tells you the size of type. Thank you, Rachel. Hey, Rachel, where the hell has Barbara Chicken Pot Pie been? Do you know? Hubby was in printing too. So now I have to decide if I use one of these. Well, first of all, I'm going to cut this off. Knowledge without experience is just information, Mark Twain. So I'm really actually just using Mary Englebright's art today, and I don't feel a bit bad about that. I either paid for it or it was a gift, so. We'll probably end up using that. No worries, Shaz. Hi. Yeah, he was a planner. Okay. I was out in the field selling. Well, account rep. I ran the whole Denver branch for a printing company, a national printing company. So I have to decide, do I want that corner or do I want this corner? I kind of think I'm going to use this one. Where does that put? Oh, that, or should I just fussy cut her out and not use the background? What do you think? Should I fussy cut her? Yeah, I haven't seen her in a couple weeks either. She's managing life. Well, tell her we're thinking about her and to get her butt back here. I need her earworms. Okay, Joelle's saying fussy cut it. All right. Who agrees? I'll use my new fussy cut scissors that Tina sent me. I say fussy cut. Okay, I'm gonna fussy cut. All right, let me measure if I want to leave that lamp in or not. I don't like fussy cutting. All right, from the bottom of the chair, I go up to there. I have to cut off. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and cut straight across on this line. And then however far up I go, okay? How about that? After watching me do this stuff, you guys should be so damn glad that you don't have to deal with that. Cut it out and make your own back. Oh, no fussy cut. Yes, fussy cut, fussy cut. Okay, fussy cut. It is passing message to Chicken Pot Pie. You have to tell her we think about her and we're keeping her in our prayers and hope everything's going well for her. All right, into this. I probably won't need the top of the lamp. Oh, you guys, I'm such a bad fussy cutter, but I get to use my new scissors, so that's a thing. Oh, you know what I can do? Okay, I got it. Y'all just make fun of me. I know, Dee Dee. Hold the scissors and turn the sheet. I know. I didn't know that before I met Dee Dee. I was thinking I was going to leave that part of the floor, but y'all now have me all screwed up. It's your fault. I was perfectly normal when I got on here. And actually, the little girl sitting in the chair reminds me of me because I was a little blondie and I could sit and read. I'm trying to be a little careful about not cutting out the books because I may want to use them in this little collage that I'm going to make. The thing I didn't do was wear dresses often. Well, when I was in school, in elementary school, and I'm sure most of you are probably not kids anymore. That's a nice way of saying you're all a bunch of old ladies. Um, we had to wear dresses to school. So I did wear dresses to school, but I didn't like it. You think I should tear it? No, 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 no. Do that. Cut yourself some relief. Now you know why I don't like fussy cutting. I'm so bad at it. I did like some of those books Dee Dee got though this morning. That vintage food one or packaging one was awesome. And I appreciate Devin thinking of me and saying, send the CD to Janet. But you know what? After I thought about that, I thought, well, that's stupid because one, I'd have to find a place to keep it. And then when I wanted it, I'd have to remember where it was. And with the internet now, if I want vintage packaging, I can just Google that, right? So as much as I appreciate Edie's willingness to send it to me, um, probably not necessary. Look at how good I did. I'm going to leave that floor on there because I might go ahead and draw that out and extend it out. Now I'm going to cut out the lamp because I do like, oh, maybe I will. Probably will include it. All right, get the excess out of the way. Do they? I don't think they do, Dee Dee. I think certain private schools still have dress codes. And I learned the other day on the internet, you can learn anything on the internet, that in the UK, they do have dress codes for schools. And all the grades pretty much look the same. And I think that's a good thing. I'm going to cut that little doodad off the top. That's too stupid to cut out. I might have to cut that chain off too and redraw it. I actually think dress codes for schools is a good thing. I think we should adopt it, frankly. But in UK, like they have little ties and sweaters, and I don't think it hurts. Yeah, I don't think you should have to maybe buy uniforms or something, but you know, like khaki pants and blue shirts. And then for the kids who maybe can't afford it or whatever, it would be easy for the community to buy and donate, you know? Because, you know, just buy a bunch of pants and khaki. We went to an all girls as well. We had length of our uniform regularly checked. Now in high school, we did too, Shaz. Your skirt could not be shorter than a certain oh boy. Um Yeah, your skirt had to be couldn't be above your knees by a certain amount, and I don't remember now what it was, but I never had to worry about that because my dad would not let me leave the house in short or tight clothing. That was not happening in my dad's world. I'm just saying, not happening. Another thing is, I remember one time I was getting ready to go out somewhere. I don't know. I didn't get to go out very much, really, um, especially on a weeknight. But I was getting ready to go somewhere and I was walking past my dad, you know, saying, okay, I'll see you guys later, whatever. And he said, you're not wearing that, are you? I said, well, yeah, I was. Why? He says, it's not ironed. I was like, what the hell? You think all these kids go around wearing iron clothes, Dad? Well, if you're going to wear it, you should iron it. Okay. Well, then I will find something ironed. Yeah. So that's what my life was like. All right, so let's think. I do remember some girls. I think some girls did ours too, Janet. That I don't think I ever did that. I do remember wearing my friend's sweater once. All right, I've got to do something with the background. What do you guys think? Okay, now one thing I could do with the background, and I looked earlier this morning. Let me go get it real quick. This could be hard though. I did actually color a page out of this, but I can't find it. I don't know what I did with it. So it was early on in the color book craze, and I saw this coloring book, and I loved it. It was about shelves and bookshelves, and I just loved the guy's art. Lord of the Pies, The Merry Chives of Windsor. I think this was actually the page that I colored. But the crazy thing is, I can't find the page that I colored now, and I'm pretty sure I cut it out. But maybe I could find one of these. Let me pull you guys out. I don't know what it would look like to have one of these as a background, but just use the bookshelves out of it. Like that's a crazy bookshelf there. But it's got cars and God, there's a woman's butt. Yeah. I don't even know if you can get this book anymore. And then there's another bookshelf up front. Or I could just cut out parts of this. Okay, here's one. Well, this is actually the one that I just, because there's a little walking onion. All right, so let's look. That would mean I'd have to color. Ugh. What do you think? Is that just too much? You have this book, Terry? It is a cool book. I do, and I love the art. So I don't begrudge for a moment having bought the book all because I do love the art. But just sit down and color in it. Um, yeah, that's a whole nother thing. But then another thing is I could just cut out a part of a page, like that's what she's reading about and seeing in her head. Um, but there's crazy things on these pages. Like this is better than a Where's Waldo because this one has a don't walk sign. There's so many crazy things in the background. And I like books where you have to find stuff, in the oh, I have another great book, Graham something. You think to leave it black and white? Janet thinks it looks cool in front of the black and white. Actually, I wouldn't mind doing that. I like how Dee Dee colored this one with marker at a time on all pages. Dee Dee has this book? I didn't know you had this one, Dee Dee. I love that piece of art. It's just cool. And honestly, this is how I feel about it. If I colored that, I would detract from it. It's perfect just the way it is. Why would I, unless I was cat and paste, of course. But I'm not cat and paste, so there you go. All right, well, if you guys think use this, I'll use this. I'll feel happy about that. Oh, look at that guy. He's awesome looking. There's a little wind-up toy, it looks like. There's a little bit of everything in here. And complete bathroom. Photocopy the page I want to use. I guess I could. I'd just cut it out of the book, honestly. I just cut it out. What do I care? This is kind of a cool page, actually. But I kind of like the bookshelf ones. That's an awesome page. I couldn't improve on that. You wouldn't cut this book up? So you think I should make a photocopy? I can make a photocopy. Dr. Palfrey's leeches, bloodletting while you wait. Aren't you glad we don't see signs like that on Main Street today? I'm really happy that I don't see that. I'm not a fan of skulls. All right. Look at Charlie up here. Can you guys see Charlie? Ooh, this one's kind of cool. Just like a whole world made up of just books. Oh, that might have to be the one. What do you think? You could not color this and keep your sanity? Well, that's kind of implying that you had some to begin with. You like the bookshelves, this one? Or there's another bookshelf one up front, I think. This one also too. I have another book that has these stairs that lead, I can't think of the name right now, lead to the same place over and over. Okay, so this is the other bookshelf one. Now I've lost her. This might be the best one. What do you think? I mean, I would cut it off, draw the checkerboard floor down here. What do you think? What do you think? Yep, I confirmed it. You're missing your sanity. Okay, this one. All right, I'll go make a photocopy of it real quick. I've got to turn my printer on. Lord of Pies. Yeah, this is the cover one. Has the little guy gone with the. Okay, let me go fire up the printer. And it's okay to do this if you're using it yourself, but you can't give it to other people. Okay, sorry about that, you guys. Does anybody else hate printers as much as I do? Can't be as easy as walking up and punching a damn button. Let's don't get me started, okay? I guess the copies came out okay. This was a fail. And that one, I won't need that part of it. So, yeah. So there we go. We've got pieces to work. Here, I have one, Dee Dee. BRB. It's on the back of Focus, you freak. All right, let's cut these pages to the size that we want now. Not great quality, but what can you expect for a crappy old printer? I don't know how long I went without a printer. I was just so fed up with printers. Printer ink is the most expensive liquid we buy in our lives, anywhere, anytime. And when you need it to work, you're out of ink. All right, I'll go ahead and, well, I know it's 8 1/4, so I'll just cut it this size. It'll be easier to manage that way. I hope I'm right. I'm pretty sure I am. I've only been doing this for 3 months now, right? And actually, I think I will use the edge of the bookshelf. This one. And then we'll manage the other side. Dear God, you can. Thank you, Rachel. Dee Dee, this was my mother's cutting mat. So if there's crap on it, you can thank my mother. My mother was more like you, Dee Dee. In fact, if I ever wanted to just piss my mother off in later years, which I did periodically, all I had to do was say the word tidy when she was at my house, and she'd come and stay with me, later on. And she would aggravate me. Let's just say that. Because she could sit in the middle of a mess, like nothing, it didn't bother her even a little bit. And I'm like, dude, could you just try and be a little bit more tidy? She would go through the roof. She hated the word tidy. You have to use that word. It's like, tidy. Yes, we do. That was my crazy mother. I'm just going to try and glue this down with glue stick. I might be really sorry that I'm doing this, but we're going to do it anyway. Okay? Okay. Christopher, if this is your first time here, I'm a little anal. And I'm sure the audience will have a comment about my anality, or if that's even a word, because I'll make up words and I'll cuss occasionally. And yeah. Don't come here to learn anything. That's for dang sure. But if you want to talk with the fibs and have a good time, it's a good place to be. But yeah, you're probably not going to learn anything here unless it's about how to get something straight on the damn page. Just saying. All right, here we go. It's like wallpapering. Look at that. Look at that, would you? I think it's going to work. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. Got a little wrinkle there, but we're going to live with that. A little? Okay, look at these two in chat. A little? A little? It's not easy being me. Dee Dee, I have to say that I had fun playing with that gold ink and a dip pen yesterday to do the border on this. I love that ink. I love it. It's one of the best things you've ever enabled me to buy. All right, look at, here's a little kitty cat in there, little light bulb. A prune with a view. That's funny. A tale of two lychees? I don't know. The French Lieutenant's lemon. The light side of the moon. The Merchant of Tennis. The Taming of the Q. I like that. I like it. All right, now let's wallpaper this other one. And it's upside down. That's not a good place to start. What's the name of the gold ink? Let me look here. Oh, can't read it. I can go get you the link though. Hang on. Let me go just run over to Amazon because it's going to be in my recent orders. Hasn't been that long ago. I don't think that I ordered it. It is nice though, I have to say. It dries very quickly, so that would be the only thing I would caution. It's called mica. There it is. Here it is. Shirataki gold mica. We've got it, dudes. Restore chat. Let me find my enter button here. There. That's the link for the gold ink. Yep. Favorite school subject. Okay, let's trim this page out. See how planning the edge of the bookshelf will be the beginning of the other one. Look, there's a duck's head sticking out. Gotta love that. I'm gonna cut this a little wide and then I'll cut it off. Okay, that's good. I agree with Dee Dee. It is the best gold ink, and it wasn't that expensive either. So that was a cool thing. All right, let's see how this is going to line up with the page next to it and see if we like it. We do. Yeah, that'll work out good. Yeah, we'll line it up at the top. Okay, cool. Cool, cool, cool. I love having you guys help me. Because if it turns out crappy, I'll just blame you. Okay, that's going to work out good. we do before glue sticks? Do you guys know? Do you have any idea? I could not live without a glue stick now. Look at that. Fell right into perfect place. Yeah, baby. And I even got the little walking onion guy on there. Oh, yeah, baby. Rubber cement. Isn't that the truth, Dee Dee? And rubber cement erasers, and it would ball up like boogers. But yeah, I used a lot of rubber cement in my day. The nice thing about rubber cement is you could reposition it. It was called paste. That the other little boys and girls in class 8. What? Glue sticks haven't existed forever? You're too young, Cat and Paste. All right, so your guy's saying I shouldn't even color this. That's how the page will end up fitting together. This is perfect, you guys. School glue in Australia was called clag. Clag, that's not even a word. Did you guys just make that up? I hope so, Dee Dee. All right, we're gonna. She has to be on one side of the page or the other because I don't want to cut her. Remember that when I opened the book, um, I mean, it matches up. Let me find one. Okay, like this one, that's actually the center. But see on this one where I've done a double page spread, I suppose I could cut her, but I don't really want to because they won't match up. On the left side, yeah, I think left too. Now it has a curl in it. Hang on, let me uncurl it. Yeah, kids ate it. Paste in school? Yep, there were kids in my class that ate it for sure. Damn mother should have given them breakfast. All right, so I think on these, I'm going to position it. Because I'm going to go ahead and extend the floor, the black and white squares. I think I'm going to extend that out. So I just have to position her. And let's see about using that lamp because I can just tuck it behind her. You like the black and white? Mucilage. I know exactly what you're talking about, Rachel. Yeah, with the rubber tip and it had a slit in it. Yeah, the boys, if they weren't eating their boogers, they were eating the paste. All right, now I just have to figure out what we're going to do with this page. I'm glad you guys came up with this background. You want to paste her down? Because I still have some of the books. Like, I think I'm going to extend the floor. I'll just pick a place and extend it out. All right, I'm going to have to position her first. I'm so glad Mary Engelbrecht's going to be in my book. I had saved one of them anyway. She was going to be in there. Okay, Devin, you know what? Right now, right now. This is how you manage life in this day and age. Oops, I have a message I haven't read. I hope it's not somebody needing something. I'm going to set an alarm. That's how I get up for Dee Dee. Okay, so today it's 4 o'clock my time. All right, wait a minute. 4 p.m. All right. Got an alarm, Devin. If I'm not there, something's wrong. But I know me, I'll get busy doing something. Next thing you know, it's like, oh, crap. I was going to do that 2 hours ago. All right. Let's position her. I was going to put one of that like that. Because I will eliminate these shelves down here, I think. All right. That's what we're doing. I'll go ahead and put the lamp in too because I like the lamp. I got to get it before. You did a tribute page to me. What is it? How do you tribute neurotic? Devin, I need to see this. Might be too late. Nope, I'll be able to sit it in there. We're going to have it going off the page. Okay, there. I don't want to cover up the kitty cat. All right, that's good. All right, I'm going to check chat real quick. It has a Mary Engelbrett image on it. Okay, you did good. So you didn't go with the neurotic part of it. You went with the... There's some niceness in there somewhere. You just have to look hard. Is that what it is, Devin? All righty. I'll cut out the books and put them up later. It's chock full of crazy. That's what I'm talking about. All right, so let's look. Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and extend the floor out. I think I am. Because otherwise she's just floating. So you almost have to extend it out. So let's see. Keep your fingers crossed. I'm going to tack this down real quick so my line will go across. Let me just tack it down. That's what I use the Elmer's purple for. It'll hold it temporarily. And I did buy some repositionable glue stick. That stuff's crap. The chair needs grounding. I think so too. Yeah, me too, Rachel. You give me a book and a bag of M&Ms when I was a kid, and I was on it, man. You know what, though? Well, I'm trying to think how I'm going to, because keep in mind the white squares are going to be a continuation of this. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. That's all right. I can get some tracing paper and just cut out white. And all right, where is this? All right, that should work. Yeah, I'll have to trace and cut it out. Hey, Miss Allie, haven't seen you in a while. Hope all your world is well. All right, this might be harder than I thought, you knuckleheads. All right, so that one's there. That's all right. We'll just do the best we can. How about that? I could also just paint it with white acrylic paint, right? You know what? That's something I don't know. Does printer ink smear with white acrylic? In this case, I probably would use gray acrylic, but I don't know because printer ink will run with markers and stuff like that. See, these I have kind of a guide over here. We're going to go with that. What the hell? What kind of printer is it? It's a Canon something or other. It's a piece of crap. I did not invest a lot of money in a printer because honestly, I've ruined more printers than I've ever. Okay, so I did use that line, I guess. Right. Yeah, that was going to be the edge of my floor. I might have to go back in and switch it up some, but and add more later. We'll see. And that book, I'm going to go ahead and cut out and paste back in. You know what? I'm just going to get out the black acrylic. Well, wait a minute. See, the problem with black acrylic is I'll just use the Sharpie. This is kind of glossy. It's not high gloss, but it's just glossy enough. That's all right. We'll just use a Sharpie. Cover a big area in short time. And before I finish this, I will probably go over the whole thing with some matte medium or something so that the finish of the whole sheet is the same. Because, okay, now I'm going to admit more neuroticism and y'all just get over it. The different finishes would drive me crazy. Just saying. Inkjet or laser? Inkjet. I've actually looked at laser printers because you don't have the problem with them that you do with inkjet. I just don't print enough stuff. Honestly, I can't justify the cost of a laser printer. And if I really want something done like that, I can always, we do have like a business place in town Well, you can go and get laser prints or good color prints or something like that. So I would just drive into town and let them do it rather than putting a laser printer in here because I just don't print that much stuff. Do you guys? I rarely use that crazy printer. And if you guys hadn't suggested this, I probably wouldn't have used it today either. I'd have just taken the pages right out of the book and gone, woohoo, done with that. And never given it a second thought. So, but yeah, I have actually, when I bought this piece of crap printer that I just got, I actually looked into laser printers. Just don't see that it's valuable for me. If I printed a lot, I wouldn't mind having one. For years, when I left my job in Denver and moved to Oklahoma, they were moving offices right after me and they were getting new printers and everything. So I got to actually bring the copier from the office down here and all the supplies. They just gave it to me. So for years, I had a really, really nice printer, but not anymore. On a laser printer, the colors are better and truer if you want to make art prints. Yeah, no, I'll just run into Office Depot or the business little office in Grove and get what I need. That's all I need is something else to maintain and worry about around here. I already got too many tractors, cars, four-wheelers. There's just too much stuff to maintain and keep track of. I'm not doing a printer. I treat printers like I treat coffee pots. They're disposable. If they ever give you 1 ounce of trouble, you throw that piece of crap away and go get a new one. How about that? You like that? Okay, good. That's pretty much how I treat them. Okay. You'd like to get a printer, laser printer someday. If I had a need for it, that would be one thing, but I just don't have a need for it. Okay, let me go ahead. I got to get rid of that. So, I'll just go get white acrylic paint. Printers are possessed. They're stupid. Nobody needs them. Businesses need them. People don't need them in their house. Do you know how spoiled we all are? Sitting here complaining about having printers in our house. When my poor grandmother didn't even have a damn telephone in her house. Now I walk around with one in my hand all the time. So that's crazy. Let's see. I've got yeah, here's a flat brush. I think I can make this work. Okay, wait a minute. Let me see what Flo's talking about. You like this floor? Looks transparent. You think I should leave it and not do anything with it? Well, I don't have a preference, quite frankly, so I could leave it. Do I have a chicken coaster in my screen? Yes, Miss Sally. As a matter of fact, I do. This was given to me by a really bossy fib. She's like the bossiest fib I know. And I think her neighbor, it's kind of dirty. It needs to go in the dishwasher. But it was given to me. So this spends all day, every day with me, and I love it. Okay, Flo, I'm leaving it. Also needs to cup under the front feet. Oh, where the... I'll just do that. Will you guys notice that what'd I do with it? This is what drives me crazy. Okay, I'll just extend that light up a little bit. So yeah, I do have a chicken. Eat your heart out. I'm just gonna... Nah. I should have thought of that. I'm just gonna bring this square up a little bit. It'll be crooked and it will probably always drive me crazy, but oh well. There. Did that satisfy your neuroticism? Another row of black checks up higher? Okay. How far up do I want to go though? Up to here? Up to where her feet are? You think? You think? I didn't really want to... Well, I broke that shelf in half, so who cares, right? All right, I'm coming up to here. All right, you nutcases. I'm making this way harder. I'm going to look and see. Look at, I'm going to have to... Of course, he'll be partly in white, so that's fine. Don't mind blocking that stuff out. Okay, all right. I'll go up to... There. Is that okay? I'll use that shelf as my cutoff right there. It won't be as big, but yeah, just need another row. Okay. That's what we're going to do. You'd think we're creating fine art here, you freaks. And the fact that it's not as wide, that's a perspective problem. Get over it. You like that? You like that? Extend these lines. Now, if I was really doing this, I would do this so different. You know, you'd have like 1 point perspective or something right in the middle of the page. We're not doing all that today. Okay. So if your brain starts feeling a little sick at its stomach, there's a reason for that. Yeah, that little guy will just be peeking right out because I don't really want to cover him. Oh, I am going to cover him. Ugh. All right. Are all you whiny babies feeling better now? Needs to be the checkerboard. Yep. I'm going to go ahead and extend the checkerboard. And I agree. It does need that. So let's do this. Because if we don't like it, we'll tear this Mary Engelbreit art right off this page and go to plan B. Don't know what plan B is because we never even had a plan A, but that's okay too. Some of the funnest streams I've ever had was where I came in with no plan and we figured it out as we went along. Because y'all have really good ideas. And as long as those lines are straight, it's all good. Look at, I have to cover him up. I don't really want to, but I'm gonna. I'm looking forward to this stream this afternoon, Devin. I'm excited to hear Shelley. Just colored right over him like he never was there at all. Okay, you know what this is reminding me of, actually, and it's one of my very favorite movies of all time, is The Wizard of Oz, you know, where it starts out in color, or it starts out, sorry, in black and white and then goes to color. That's what this is kind of reminding me of. You know, a movie that I absolutely love, my favorite movie of all times, and I haven't seen it in years. As a kid, I watched it every year. They used to play Wizard of Oz once a year and Sound of Music. I haven't watched Sound of Music in years, and I love that movie. I might have to look that up. And you guys' suggestion was spot on. It needed that extra row, so thank you for your input. After I sat back and looked at it, it would have bothered me, I'm sure. They would have shut the book and gone on. Move on. All right, you guys okay? Love them both. And Mary Poppins. I haven't seen Mary Poppins. I don't think I've seen Mary Poppins 40 years, maybe. Never seen it. What have you never seen, Joelle? You've never seen The Sound of Music? The Sound of Music is my all-time favorite movie. And it's got some stiff competition. Now, this was at the top of the calendar. Knowledge without experience is just information. So I wouldn't mind using that because, one, I like the decorated K. That is awesome. So what do you guys think? Should I paste this over here or put it as a tip in? I could put it as a tip in. Maybe it'll be a good tip in. How do you solve a problem like Maria? Yep. Love her. And I love Julie Andrews. So, yeah. All right. So we're going to go ahead and fussy cut some more because we're so good at it. I'm going to cut out these piles of books. Tip in. Yeah, I'm going to do it as a tip in. I just like it because I like the K more than anything. So, yeah. You know what? I would actually rather cut with an X-Acto knife than a pair of scissors. They're more comfortable in my hand or something. I don't know. And if I put these in and I don't like them, we can take them off. That's the thing about doing this. I don't know about you guys, but I think after I'm done with this page and the scavenger hunt is really done and I start putting away, because I've had this basket of stuff here for, probably before the New Year's Eve streamathon. So here in the next day or so, I'll clean that up. I actually think I'm going to miss it, as crazy as that sounds. Because a lot of days, if I didn't have some other idea in my head about how I wanted to spend my day, pick out a scavenger hunt prompt and you're off to the races, you know? So I'm going to have to come up with. See why I hate fussy cutting? It's so stupid. Yeah, I think I'm gonna miss it. I'll tell you next week if I feel lost and alone with no scavenger hunt to work on. I'll end up well, I have to make ATC boxes next. Okay, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Gotta cut the floor off this. Oh my god, this is such a pain in the ass. Maybe I'll just leave that black there. Find a place on the floor where it can sit. Alrighty. All right, feedback. Start hollering at me now. Tina, your scissors are working awesome. The operator is pretty sucky, but yeah. Do Kayberg and Colleen's weekly prompts? I might have to do that. I might just have to do that. I think that was all the books. The rest of them were stuff that I cut off. That was the only piece of intact, I think. Well, actually, hang on. Here's some more. I generally watch them do their prompts. I lurk over there more than anything. Because on Tuesdays, I feel like I have to make up for having done nothing all day Monday with Dee Dee and my stream. So poor Dee Dee's sitting there going, oh my God, this poor fussy cut challenged goofball. She should have been held back in kindergarten. I should have. I think what I'm going to do is cut this off. I don't know that it's going to work, but we'll see. Should I be reading chat and seeing what you guys are saying? No, Devin. What's no, Devin? You can always do. Oh, okay. Zenlinia is doing 100 days of Zentangle. That would be cool, Barbara Clark. I'll come back and write that down. White squares on Floyd need to be whiter. What? Look at Miss Allie singing the song. I'm going to start calling you Chicken Pot Pie, Allie. All right. Y'all haven't freaked out too much. Here's what I was thinking is to put that up against the edge. Do like a pile of books like that. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? And then I get to use some more Mary Engelbright's art. This curl on the page is driving me crazy. That's what I get for throwing a fit. I can unstick that now and uncurl this damn thing, which is annoying me to death. You like the colored books over the black and white? Okay, cool. Woo-hoo, yeah. As long as Devin's happy, I'm happy. She won't be bitching at me. All right, there. Got to get the curl out of that. A couple days in the glued in the journal, and it'll be okay. All right, so let's figure out. All right, You know what? If I position this correctly, that little walking onion could be on top of that book. Because I really don't want to cover up the walking onion. Hang on, let's see. All right, the little onions, that's how I'm going to decide where it's positioned. Is that okay? Thanks, Janet. The walking onion. All right, that's how we're going to position this, you knuckleheads. How did I spend an hour and a half doing nothing but that? How? How did I do that? All right, let me throw some of this crap away. I'll save those flowers. They'll end up in the beast. You can't throw away Mary Engelbreit art if you can help it. Glue stick, glue book. I have no room here, you guys, so it's not like I can glue somewhere else and leave everything here on the desktop. I can't do that. Ain't got no room. Ain't got no room for that. He's about ready to fall off that edge of that book. Geronimo! I'm so happy I got to use Mary Engelbreit art. It's got to be somewhat. Yeah. That straight edge down there won't bother me. I hope. There we go. Or, wait a minute. We can still get that up. Let's see. Hang on, hang on, hang on. It might bother me. Oh, you guys. All right, that's what I'll do. I'll make that one sit on top of that one. Okay, that's better. Okay, feeling better about this right now. Hope she isn't reading a cookbook. Why, that poor little onion's days are numbered. Walking right into the trap. All right. What else, you guys? Let me darken a couple little places here. Where my fussy cutting is leaves a little bit to be desired. I did pretty good otherwise. Oh, there's one that I need to fix. Those white edges really stick out to me. You're so glad that I moved these down? Yeah, me too, Terry. Sometimes I try and convince myself, oh, that won't bother me. Are you kidding me? You goof. Who are you kidding now? All right, I definitely am going to use this as a tip in. I'm not sure. See, because the back of this has, If I should cut the words out, I don't know. Let's see how it works. I don't know. I'm better at cutting with an X-Acto for sure, especially if it's sharp. And this one's not. Okay. We've already decided against that, Dorothy, but thanks for the offer. All right. I'm going to have to fold it, you guys. Well, I could paint it out because I was going to say there's printing on the back, but I really want this. What'd you do with chicken and ground beef? Between the back legs of the chair, the black squares need to be straightened. Oh, you're saying here where it's gray? I'm not sure I'm understanding. You mean where it's gray, where the shadow from the chair is? Tuck sign under the lampshade. That's going to be impossible now. Because that glue has dried and there's going to be no getting it up. But I didn't really want to cut it in two either. I suppose I could. Because it's going to have to drop down. It should be on the edge is really where it belongs. So maybe I just can't use it. I'll use it for something else. Because, yeah, I'm not looking. Book sticker to cover writing. Book sticker. Oh, that's true, Joelle. That would be. No, it's going to have to go somewhere else. I just don't see it working on here. That's okay. I've got other pages in the book. Is that it? I will ink the edges. What color should I ink the edges? Probably black. Let's ink them black. Yeah, I glue stick that bad boy right down. All right, not to ink the edges, and you guys can give me my next instruction, or if we're done. I do have a cat in the hat drawing that I need to ink, so. I don't want the debris going on that other page. I'm going to have to remember to redraw that little onion guy in my beast for today. I could do that while you guys are here too, so I don't end too terribly early. We could draw the little onion guy because he's a cutie patootie. Use the sign on the front of the cover of the journal? No. Sorry, Shaz, but no. Reason being, of all the scavenger hunt journal covers that I've made, I think this year's is my favorite. I like the wonky lettering, which is kind of unusual, but I like too that one of my vintage children's book is that big rabbit right there, because he's the Velveteen Rabbit. So, and I don't know, I just like the cover of the journal. I really do. So, I'm sorry, I can't do that. And on the inside, I have Alice in Wonderland back there. I don't know. I could maybe think about putting him. Yeah, I don't know. It'll come to me. It always does. At some point, I think, okay, I know where I can use that. Can you guys remember back? I was just thinking about reading for school. Can you guys remember the books that they assigned you for literature in high school? You know, we had Catcher in the Rye was one of them. Lord of the Flies, Madame Bovary. I don't know. We had some really good classics that they made us read. And I think I'm better off for having read them, frankly. Call me crazy, but photocopy and reduce the sign. Are you out of your mind, Joelle? Sorry. To Kill a Mockingbird, yes. Oh, I did too, Dee Dee. I read way more than they assigned. Always, always, always. But I did love literature, and I liked writing the book reports, and yeah, I can. Hi, Raul. You're out of your mind always. Good, Joelle. That we have that in common. Don't send me back to the printer. Exactly. Silas Marner. Exactly. Hi, Kathy. Yes. Grapes of Wrath. Right? Oh, there's so many good ones. I actually looked up a book that I remember reading. I don't know what happened to my copy of it. Oh, here's some more books I could actually cut out. We're going to cut them out because I love fussy cutting so much. There was a book. It was about a house, and it was named Penmarek. Penmarek. I don't know. But I don't know why all these years later, I have thought, boy, I sure would like to read that book again. And I remembered the name of it and everything. I looked it up the other day, and it's obviously out of print, but I really enjoyed that book. But anyway, I went and looked it up to see if I could get a new copy of it to read it again. And I don't know what was so appealing about the book, frankly. I think it was just a really good story. And I went and looked to see if you could buy it, and you can buy it used. And it's a paperback, mind you. It was a thick paperback. You can buy it used right now today for only $45. It's like, well, how bad do you want to read that book again? Do you want to pay $45? So chances are I won't read that book again. But isn't it funny that out of all the books I've read, and believe me, I'm like Dee Dee, I've read so many books, I couldn't hope to even remember a fraction of what I've read. I remembered that book, and that all these years later, when I'm losing my mind and can't remember my own name most days, that I would think of that book and go look it up. But $45. No, oh, 1984, An Animal Farm. Devin, I believe those should be required reading for every person. Every person. Um, Another book that I think should be absolutely um, required reading is the Gulag Archipelago. I think it's just, it should be required reading for every human on the planet. And oddly enough, another book that I think should be required reading, and it's by Jordan Peterson, not that old, is 12 Rules for Life. If you read that book, you would never feel like you don't have control in your life. And you would be a better person at the end. What, Joelle, it was either the Gulag Archipelago, and then the other one I would recommend, and I've read it just recently again. He's written many books. Yeah, Gulag Archipelago, and the other one is 12 Rules for Life. It's a basic common sense approach to managing your life, and he's a psychologist. And it's so simple. It starts out with, like, rule number 1 is make your bed. Another rule is stand up straight. But there are reasons for that. It's not just because your bed needs to be made. I have this idea that if you don't make your bed, you have to change the sheets because the sheets become dirty if the bed's not made. And that has been a sick approach to life my whole life. But it's just creating order in your life so that, by the time you've been up 10 minutes, you've already accomplished something to make your day better. And I happen to believe in that. So there. All right. That's going to sit right there on that black square. Alone in the World was the first book I cried. Alone in the World. I don't believe I've ever even heard of that, Raoul. Tom Sawyer. Yeah, any of those books are always good. I think any of the classics, it sure can't hurt you. That's the one thing. If I sat down and made a list, actually, hang on, I'll show you how sick and twisted I am if I can find it quickly. Wrong journal. There it is. This is the one I'm looking for. This is a homemade journal that I've had for years. Men and Mice. Of Mice and Men is actually the title of it, Of Mice and Men. Here's a book of lists. And here's the books. And this is actually 100 books to read before you die. And the little purple star, I need to go back and update this because the little purple star means I have the book. But I was going to start reading them over again. But the little purple star means that I own the book and I just need to go back and read it again. The first one is Pride and Prejudice. You guys didn't think you were going to get in this, did you? Lord of the Rings, Jane Eyre, the whole Harry Potter series, which I've read twice now. To Kill a Mockingbird, the Bible, which I don't think the Bible you can sit and read front to back, but I think over time, everybody should read the Bible multiple times. Wuthering Heights, 1984. I read that one multiple times too. His Dark Materials, Great Expectations, Little Women, Tess of the Dubervilles, Catch-22, Complete Works of Shakespeare. I think that's asking a lot. Where can I get that list? This is my list. So you'll have to come back and copy it down as I read it. Bird Song, Catcher in the Rye, Time Traveler's Wife, Middlemarch, George Eliot. You guys know that George Eliot was a woman, and because of the time that she was writing and getting published, it was not acceptable for a woman, so she changed her name to George Eliot. That's just a little bit of trivia out there for you. Gone with the Wind, The Great Gatsby. I did a really great report in high school on The Great Gatsby, and the teacher kept it and probably still reading it today to other classes. It was so good. War and Peace by Leo Tolstoy, The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Universe, Crime and Punishment, Grapes of Wrath, Alice in Wonderland, Wind in the Willows, Anna Karenina, David Copperfield, Chronicles of Narnia, Emma by Jane Austen, Persuasion, Jane Austen, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. I love all C.S. Lewis books. Every C.S. Lewis book could be on this list. The Kite Runner. I love that book so much. Read The Kite Runner. If you have to check it out it's not that old. You can probably still get it from your library. The Kite Runner is a good one. Captain Corelli's Mandolin, Memoirs of a Geisha. I read that to Jim in the hospital when he was in a coma. Memoirs of a Geisha. Winnie the Pooh, Animal Farm, The Da Vinci Code. That was a great book. 100 Years of Solitude, A Prayer for Owen Meany, The Woman in White, Anne of Green Gables, Far from the Maddening Crowd, The Handmaid's Tale. I've read that book and watched the movie. Lord of the Flies, Atonement, Life of Pi, Dune, Cold Comfort Farm, Sense and Sensibility by Jane Austen. Obviously a fan, right? A Suitable Boy, The Shadow of the Wind, A Tale of Two Cities, Brave New World, The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime, Love in the Time of Cholera, Of Mice and Men, Lolita, The Secret History, The Lovely Bones, Count of Monte Cristo, On the Road, Jude the Obscure, Bridget Jones' Diary, Midnight's Children, Moby Dick, Oliver Twists. A lot of these are kids' books too, that you probably have heard. Oliver Twist, Dracula, The Secret Garden, Notes from a Small Island, Ulysses, The Inferno. Got a lot of these I've read, so I need to go in and color them in. Germinal, The Swallows, Vanity Fair, Possession, A Christmas Carol, Cloud Atlas, The Color Purple, The Remains of the Day, Madame Bovary, which I don't think I've read that one since high school, honestly. A Fine Balance, Charlotte's Web, The Five People You Meet in Heaven, The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes, The Faraway Tree Collection, Heart of Darkness, The Little Prince, The Wasp Factory, Watership Down, A Confederacy of Dunces, A Town Like Alice, The Three Musketeers, Hamlet, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Les Miserables, The Bridges of Madison County, and The Thornbirds. So there's a list of reading material. Breakfast with Mari. Yeah, Rachel, I love Mitch Albom books. I really do. But The Five People You Meet in Heaven, Asimov and Hayek. See, that's just it. I think a lot of this is whatever I was doing when I made this list. I wish I dated it now. I think at different times in your life, you would make different lists. So this book or this list may not be a list that would be beneficial for you at any, wherever you're at your life right now. Like right now, I don't know. I've been doing a lot more lighthearted reading because the world is so stressful. So when I want to escape, I'm gonna go read some fiction. Now, I'm not a romance novel person, um, but I want more lighthearted reading right now. What the book that I just finished, The Golden Thread or some yeah, I think that was it. And it was more about what a father it was a father's approach to what he wanted his children to know, um, kind of a life guide for his children. And how many of us ever really sit down and think that deeply into, if I was gone tomorrow, what are the things I would want my kids to know and pursue? And um, so that was a very good book. I just read another C.L. Lewis book. So yeah, I think your list would change throughout your life. Post photos of the list, I could do that. Yeah, see, limiting it to 100 is a whole nother thing because then I have, just like the best sellers, and then there were none. Black Beauty, The Eagle Has Landed, Call of the Wild. These are not necessarily my favorite books. The Hunt for Red October would actually be on the list because that book was so enthralling. And the other one that I just could not put down was The Da Vinci Code. So Call of the Wild, Prince and the Pauper, Story of Dr. Dolittle. Um, and this is just, that's all old. I mean, I don't even know when this came from. And then I did a list of movies that I wanted to see before I die. So, and I'm sure a lot of them I have by now. But yeah, if you don't have a book of lists, get yourself a book of lists. My next one was going to be music and songs. Um, so these are my notes for that. Um, don't sleep in the subway. I wish Barbara was here. Barbara would sing that to us. Save the Last Dance, Delilah. God only knows what I'd be without you. Dee Dee, I should sing that one to you. God only knows what I'd be without you. Um, okay, this list was from 2014. So yeah, there's a book of lists. I even had a wish list back then. Now I just buy it if I want it. So there's supplies, there's books, there's movies, items to draw. I should probably get that out. Items to draw, more books, BBC books to read. So yeah, get yourself a book of lists. And if you can't figure out what the hell to do with your bad self, having a book of lists, there's something wrong with you. Color inspiration. Actually, this was something Dee Dee had us start, and I never kept it up, so I sucked there. But there's no reason that I couldn't pick it up and do it now. Another sketchbook, like I don't have enough. There's an upside down page. So, yeah. And there was going to be a list of projects that I wanted to complete around the house. So, get yourself a book of lists. Your iPad's getting on your last nerve. Holy crap. iPad, run for your life. All right. Did anybody have any more suggestions? I haven't looked at that book of lists in forever. Inspirational. Thanks, Devin. Do you think that black and white is going to make me a nervous wreck? I'm not sure. Let's put it in the book and see how it fits. And then maybe I'll quickly ink that Cat in the Hat because he's eventually going to end up in this book. I just don't know where. See if it feels comfy in the book. Do you have the book thief on your list? No, I don't. Do I need to put it on there? All right, I wrote it down. Just color the non-books on the shelf. The non-books. Yeah, I might go back in and just do some quick watercolor here and there. Who knows? I never know what I'm going to do. But if it, I actually don't mind that. And it fits in the book really good. Prince of Tide is on the list. Kathy. I'll double check, but I'm sure it is. And most of these books, you guys, I think a lot of people forget to go to their library because the library still, at least my library in Oklahoma, still has most of the classics. And if your library is associated with a college, there's almost no book that they can't get for you. Just color the walking onion purple. Let's draw him real quick in the beast right now before I forget. So what's today? Monday the 27th. All right. I'm going to have to set the book aside over here. And I'll try and draw him. I'll have to bring you guys in close. We'll sketch him in with pencils first. So let's give ourselves a little staircase here. He'll fit. He's going to be that fat because his little butt almost touches the stairs behind him. I want him nice and fat and round. He does actually complete the circle. And I like the way this guy draws feet. Just has a line for a mouth. He found a good home, don't you think? I'm going to move his eye up a little bit. His eye's too far back in his head. Oh my God, that shit. Yeah, that's better. Okay, let's ink this bad boy up. Actually, I want outside. Now that I've used this pen, I'll have to let it dry for a while before I can add color. So Barbara Clark, should I do a list of Zentangle prompts again? Will that help get you motivated? He is a cute little onions. All your onions have eyes that are bigger. Mine do too, Rachel. So I'm glad I fixed that little thing. See, that's the kind of stuff you need to put in your beast when you think of it. And actually, that ink dries pretty darn quickly on this paper in the beast. And this new beast, that's the one thing I do love about it, is I do like the paper a lot. He could be fatter. There he goes. He's the cutest onion man, right, Raul? Okay, you're doing all right. Then I won't do one right now. I'll just keep doing like I've been doing. Um, and that is a-okay by me. Because some days I have other stuff I need to do. And that's going to be more so as spring comes on, frankly. Um, I'm hoping to have more plants and stuff this year. Last year I was just damn lazy, is all I can say. But I'm eager actually to get out and start working in the yard. I really am. You taking off, Dee Dee? I'll talk to you later. Go have a nice evening. I will definitely be attempting to stop by Devon's because I want to see. Oh, I forgot to put that. I'll do it with this one. All right, we got the onion guy in the beast. That's all we had to do. If you guys want to hang around, I'll go ahead and ink the cat in the hat because I want to put him in the book before I get all the stuff put away. I like it. I'm okay with it. All I'm going to do is ink this. I just have to decide what pen. Let me see how this pen works. This, I bought these. They were Arteza ultrafine waterproof pens, but on some paper you have to be really careful because they bleed. So I always have to check. And they're not as ultra fine as I might have liked. Thanks, Kevin. All right. I don't think I want to use that one. All right, I'll use the Copic. I'll use Copic. Let's start with 03. Yeah, that'll be good. So the when I was thinking about vintage children's books, The Cat in the Hat was one that I was gonna draw until I decided that I wanted to do the little engine that could, so I could have a train. So that's why I had drawn out The Cat in the Hat. And I'll get out the original picture. So it's just pretty simple line drawing. And then I was going to go out and look for some profound quote that Dr. Seuss had attributed to the cat in the hat for the page. So this will just be a bonus vintage children's book because I've already got the drawing done. So it's just now go ahead and use it. I like Dr. Seuss. Oh, Tim liked the little engine that could page. Linda, should I take a copy of it and send it to him? Would he like that? Because I would be happy to do that for Tim. I haven't sent him anything in a long, long time. And I know he's a train mongrel. He would treasure it. Okay, let me write myself a little note here. Little engine to Tim. Okay. I'll try and get that done tomorrow. Okay, so today you are you. That is truer than true. There is no one alive that is youer than you. I like that, cat. So we will be using that. And I don't care if this is exactly like Dr. Seuss. The hat alone tells you who it is, right? And I think, all right, let me pull up an image of cat in the hat and see if there's any shading or anything that I've just totally blown here. And since this is a bonus page, it doesn't really matter. Oh, the things you can think of if you only try. I know, right? Cat and paste, there's so many good ones. And I thought, oh, you can certainly um, find something. All right. Let's see. Cat in the Hat. Go. And I used kind of the iconic image here. Yeah, see, my black isn't as thick as his, but I'm not going to worry about it. Oh, his little nose is different too. All right, we can fix that. I actually have his eyes as circles. I might have been using a different one. Okay, there we go. So all I need is red ink now, right? Yeah, baby. All righty. I don't know. That's good enough. I can live with that. Yep, I can live with that. Oops. Let me. What the heck? Come off of there. Erase my sketch lines. I wish I had the confidence to jump right in and draw it with ink, but I'm just not there yet. I still have to have a sketch. Like even doing that little onion, even though the onion came out just fine with the pencil sketch, I just don't have the confidence to jump right in with ink. Maybe someday. But by then I'll convince myself, well, why not? Just do what you want to do. All right. So I need a red pen. Let's see if this is out of the, I think that one's going to actually be more pink. Yeah, that's not bad. I do like these Ecoline watercolor pens. We're going to use this one. That one does have a little bit too much pink in it. All right, here we go. Here we go. No, I don't remember. I think it's red on top. Come on. Yeah, it is. All right, he has an extra. What the heck? What the heck? Lost it. There's actually, let's see, red, white, red. Yeah, I'm missing a band in there. Crappy drawing. We'll just add one. Yes, we can. I think it may be that one right there. Ooh, I might have to place the ink in this one. Is this for the scavenger hunt? Hi, Vanessa. It's going to be. I had drawn it before I changed my mind and did the train page. So I don't really have a home for it. So yeah, I'll probably just set it in there regardless because it was one of the vintage children books pages. So I'll just end up with an extra one and I don't care about that. It's really just so this drawing has a home. I could have just as easily dumped this in the trash and next week I would have forgotten that I ever even did it. But since I'd already drawn it, why not? Just go ahead and finish it. Put it in the book, find some crazy cat in the hat sayings. Cat and paste actually got me a couple. Um, I like that one, "No one is youer than you," so I'll probably use that one, but I'll probably because I like using my lettering stencils rather than doing the lettering by hand, I will probably use my lettering stencils to do it. I'm just doing this to fill in a little bit more time because we actually did the, school subject, favorite school subject, which mine was reading. I'll show it to you here in just a second for those of you who came in late. And then his bow tie is red. Went outside the line there a little bit. Oh, and I haven't decided if I'm gonna actually, fussy cut him. I probably am not. I'll just cut out the whole half a page. Does anybody else like lettering stencils or alphabet stencils? I love those crazy things. I have a ton of them. There's the cat in the hat. All right, I'm reading chat real quick. Thank you, Janet. You have a whole collection of Dr. Seuss for the kidlets. Yeah, get them before they ban them all. Oops, what? I forgot part of this tie. What am I? Oops, that's the wrong pen. And I'm not sure what I'll do with the background of this either. If I remember right, I haven't looked at a Cat in the Hat book in ages. Wasn't Cat in the Hat artwork always pretty darn simple? Actually, you know what? In the book itself, like on here, I think when you bought the book, it was actually that color. So let's, all right, butthead. Let me see if I have a Neo Color 2 somewhat close to that. We'll do the background in the color of the book. Let's see. Does that look close? It's a little brighter than the book, but I think it would be okay. All right, I think that's what we're probably going to go with because that's as close as I probably got, even in Neo Color 2. They're all going to be greener. That one might not be bad. Let's see. I think I like the first one a little better. All right, that's the one we're going to use. We'll do background magic. I won't be using the water brush. And if I screw it up, it can still end up in the trash because that's probably where it was headed anyway. Or I can just fuss it, whichever works. Don't care. This might only end up being a half a page spread if I can figure out how to get the words on here. All right, you guys check on me later in the week and see if I'm still okay, if I don't have this scavenger hunt to do. Now, the next thing I guess I should start worrying about is what am I going to do for Inktober? What did I do last year? Did I do Zentangle last year? I think I did because I had company. Yeah, I had company coming. That's why I chose that. I think I did do Zentangle just because October was company month last year. I think I have company in April again, which is cool. Um, I always have to cook better when I have company. Now, do you guys see why I don't color? All I need is color down. All right. Yeah. Oops. What did I just? No, never mind. What am I breaking now? Oh, I was going to show that page to whoever came in late. Here's today's actual page. Oh, this camera. Hey, I'll see you at your house, Devin. She's probably been gone an hour. Anyway, there you go. There is today's page, which is my favorite school subject, and my favorite subject was reading or literature or whatever. I think different schools called it different things, but I liked reading, being assigned books to read. So that be's it. Cat in the Hat needs to eat meat. He's too skinny. Your little great nephew, you're hanging out with him. How lucky are you? All right, try and get up close to the Cat in the Hat before I do. You too skinny? Up real close, I might get in there with a brush, or I just won't worry about it, honestly. Turn your baby wipe into a nib. for the up close parts. And this page will be all wrinkly when I'm done because this is crap copy paper, honestly. But the baby wipes don't warp it too bad, so. All right, here we go. I love Neocolor 2s for these kind of backgrounds. I mean, I guess I could have fussy cut it too. Just put it on a piece of paper, but this is so easy. Oops. And you can go back over it. I'm not going to worry about it. But if you get splotchy and that is bothersome to you, just add some more Neocolor 2 and go over it again. I won't, but you can. But see, if I'd had to use a water brush to smear all that color out, this page would be a wrinkled mess. There we go. Cat in the Hat. Let me go back and, hey, is Cat and Paste still here? I probably can go back. Let's see. I'm going to write down what cat. I probably could look it up on the internet, but I'll just write down. Today you are. Today you are you. Okay. That is truer than true. There is no one alive. That is youer than you. I like that one. And didn't you do another one? Oh, Cat and Paste, that's funny. It could be a snarky onion. I'll give you something to cry about. I think I used to say that to my kids. All right, looking. I think that was the one that I liked. All right. Cat. We'll go back in here. I'll do the lettering later on tonight. Look at you being all snarky-ish. Yeah, I think I like that one. I think that's my favorite. Oh, you didn't know that you could do the whole background with a Neocolor 2? Honestly, I've told you guys to. I don't use them often, but these, in my opinion, are some of the most useful tools or products that you can have. The one thing about a lot of products I don't like is these are kind of pricey, and so if you used a sharpener on them, you're gonna waste a lot of product, and so at first, that really bothered me that they would get dull and you couldn't get them sharp again, but when I want, um, to use them, I just use a water brush and go in the end so that if I need, well, where's that one? I'll show you because 'cause I'll go up close to I'll fix a couple things in here. Um, I just think they're the most absolute useful product you can have. So let's say I wanted to go in here and get in close. I don't really care on this, but, if I wanted to, the fact that you don't have a point, you can work around that with a water brush. And I don't do it up here. I don't know why. I just go in the end like that. So, but yeah, I would say save up your money and buy yourself Neo-Color Chews. If you like water-soluble products, and you're interested in doing a background like that, there is honestly no more versatile product anywhere. And Neo-Color Chew does not, sponsor me in any way. I just say that because I truly love their product. All right. Thanks, Cat and Paste. That's what I'm gonna do. And when I say well, I don't have them out here, but, um, I'll count I don't know how to explain to you guys. If you've ever been in the printing business, each letter has either an M space, they'll take up an EM space or an EM space. I'll go ahead and count up how much space I need for this lettering at what type size, so I can figure out whether I want it on this page or if I wanna do another page next to it. But I'm thinking I'm gonna do a half a page and just put the quote somewhere on there. Be yourself, everyone else is taken. I like that too, Shaz. They presented a copy of the places you will go. That's cool, Rachel. You use a Crayola crayon sharpener on them? I have one of those somewhere, Kat. If I ever actually needed a point on a Neo-Color too, I would yeah, I would probably just use a cheap sharpener, but because they are pricey, I try not to waste them. You bought a whole set in the '80s and hardly have used them because 'cause I'm a real klutz and water, so but have started using recently. Yeah. See, I use them in the Beast. These banners, those are all Neo-Color too, spread out with a baby wipe. And then if I wanna do other things that same color in the book, it's just so damn easy. Vanessa, I'm not really sure. I don't have the Tim Holtz, watercolor crayons. I would try. The beauty of the Neo-Color Chews is that whatever they use as the binder on this, um, wets so beautifully. Like, I don't think I would do this. Let me think of what other water-soluble products I have. I have some, what do they call those things that look like lipstick? They don't dissolve as well. So what I would do is I would do a test. And if your baby wipes aren't wet enough, I sometimes will just, like, squeeze my water brush into 'em, just get a little bit of water, and then, squeeze it to spread it around so you don't end up with just a wet spot. But if you have to add too much water, it's really gonna warp your page. You like the Jane Davenport I don't have the Jane Davenport color sticks either, but there's so many water-soluble products out there. I don't think let's just try it. Well, I've got 10 minutes, so that should be good. Let's see if my Inktense blocks. Okay, here's a small set of them. Let's see if Inktense blocks dissolve as readily. because you could actually, I think, do it with any water soluble product. I think just some products, their binder just dissolves better than others. But let's give it a go. Why not? Got nothing better to do. Okay. Inktense works pretty good. So I'm going to say that your Tim Holtz products probably have a good shot of working just as well. Now, the beauty of Inktense blocks is they're permanent when dissolved. I don't use mine as often as I might otherwise, but that is the nice thing about Inktense blocks. Plus, I have like the whole 72 set. I should get those out and play with them more. You are up against an OCD perfectionist. Oh yeah, the OCD perfectionist thing. I cannot argue that. But yeah, Inktense works that way. So I would say get out your stuff and give it a go. There you go, Barbara Clark. And it's nice to know that the Inktense blocks are permanent. Like if I wanted to make an impression in this right now, and I went in with a Mr. Clean eraser or something else, I could probably move this or pick it up, whatever. But as soon as that binder is gone, um, yeah, you probably don't have too much to worry about. But knowing it's permanent might be a really nice asset, depending on what you're working on, right? Okay, and then I had another question for you guys. Do you guys want to see me build a box? Because it's OCD, not CD. Did I say CDO? I did not. Do you guys want to see me make a box? What you want to learn how to do that? Because I am going to make a zine box for Dee Dee. You want to watch a box? Okay. Then this week I'll probably work out the measurements. A box, cut and paste, something like you've seen the Zentangle box. Well, I shoved my zines in this box because this is one I just made because I liked doing the box so much. But now I have to do one that zines will fit in. So it's got to be a little bit wider so that I can keep all my zines in one place. So yeah. So do you want to see how I go about? Yeah, see that they got to go in like that because it won't stand it. There you go. And I'll figure out how I want to decorate it. All right, Rachel, thanks for hanging with us, girl. You weren't thinking outside the box. Yeah, only this one I'm going to do a different size. I'm going to do it OCD. Oh my God, Kat. A zine. They've got to fit zines. And see, most of my zines, or not most, well, yeah, most of them probably. I put in these little envelopes. I make these little envelopes for them. So it's not just the width of the zine that I have to worry about. It's the width of the envelope. So they're not, yeah, they're bigger than a ATC. We watch paint dry. That's true. But I'll actually decorate the zine box, I think, differently. I'll have to be given that some thought, but I do have to build a couple of boxes now. So if you guys want to watch that, I'll go ahead and design it and get the measurements so you don't have to watch me do that. But I'll try and give you an idea of how I go about doing it. I love building stuff like that. And I actually have another one of those ephemera boxes that I did. I found a great box this weekend to build another one of those. So I want to do another ephemera box. So that's what I'm going to be doing. All right, you guys, my time's just about up. I appreciate you hanging with me. I will go ahead and finish this before next Monday. Next Monday, we go through the whole scavenger hunt book, and I will be giving away a prize. So I appreciate you guys hanging with me and helping me and being just the awesome fibs that you are. So I'll see you Wednesday at Edie's for sure, and probably, well, I know this afternoon at Devon's. So I really love you guys. See you later, boy.